Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Wednesday, October 5th, 2016. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Well, Hurricane Matthew is delivering as promised. The deadly hurricane is the most powerful Atlantic storm in almost a decade. It's now aimed squarely at the Bahamas. It's regained some of its strength after swiping Cuba and leaving destruction in Haiti. The storm is a Category 4 storm right now. It's expected to intensify as it moves out over the water again. The forecast has worsened for Florida, where heavy rain, coastal flooding, storm surges, and beach erosion could begin as early as tomorrow before moving up the southeast coast into North Carolina later in the week. At that point, according to most models, the storm will make an abrupt turn to the east, a sharp right, and began to move away from the northeast Atlantic coast, which would spare the United States of very significant damage. How close it will get to the coastline, said a meteorologist for the Weather Channel, is still somewhat uncertain. The southeast coast of the U.S. is very much in play, but once we get past the weekend, the threat to the mid-Atlantic and the northeast is over. The storm has killed 6 people already throughout the Caribbean and in the northern part of South America. It's dumping about 15 inches of rain in isolated areas and has sustained wind speeds of about 135 to 140 miles per hour. In the United States, states of emergencies have been declared in Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. The state of South Carolina is evacuating about 25% of its population, while other states have activated the National Guard. Pretty big news in the reinsurance industry. One of the big 3 Japanese insurers, Sompo, S-O-M-P-O, has agreed to acquire the Bermudian reinsurer Endurance for $6.3 billion. Endurance CEO John Charman is to stay on for at least 5 years as part of the deal. Following completion of the deal in the first quarter of next year, John Charman will become the chairman and CEO of Sompo's international business. The acquisition has been approved already by Endurance's board of directors. It's subject to Endurance shareholder approval, which should be pretty likely. The purchase price was at a 45% premium over Endurance's undisturbed stock price yesterday on the New York Stock Exchange. The president and CEO of Sompo, Kengo Sakurada, said that the agreement marked the beginning of Sompo's overseas transformation, with Endurance providing strength in the primary insurance business in developed markets. Endurance chairman John Charman will receive gross proceeds of about $325 million as a result of the sale of Endurance. He's going to have an estimated net of about $213 million. Charman has been on a salary of $100 a year since he joined Endurance back in 2013. Despite the fact that the reinsurance industry has been viewed negatively by most credit analysts, Charman has been bulking up, buying shares of Endurance whenever they become available. It looks as if he's going to be handsomely rewarded for his strategy. There was also another purchase. Shenzhen Qianhai Financial Holdings is close to an agreement to buy Singapore-based ACR Capital Holdings for about $1 billion. That's a reinsurer that's backed by Singapore's Temasek Holdings. ACR is led by CEO Hans-Peter Gerhardt, who was established in 2006. It has clients in Asia all the way from China to the Middle East across numerous business lines. Property insurers are going to absorb losses of only about $38 million from the 6.2 magnitude earthquake that struck central Italy back in August. Initial estimates that had come in from Fitch Ratings said that the reinsurers and insurers were likely to face losses of between 100 million and 200 million euros. According to the cat data provider Perils AG, this was an area with very light earthquake insurance penetration. According to Lizzie Hitz, the CEO of Perils, earthquake insurance penetration varies greatly in Italy. Had a similar earthquake occurred in a heavily industrialized area of the country, the insured losses would have been much higher. A little-known energy exploration company said yesterday it has made a world-class oil discovery in remote Alaska, breathing new life into the state's declining North Slope oil field. Kalis Energy, which is a closely held firm backed by Apollo Global Management, said it had made the oil find in Smith Bay, about 300 miles north of the Arctic Circle. The The company says it expects to be able to extract up to 2.4 billion barrels of oil from this discovery. This would make it substantially larger than ExxonMobil's 2015 discovery off the coast of Guyana in South America. Kayla said it planned to build an $800 million, 125-mile-long pipeline that will carry the oil underneath the ocean to connect with the existing pipeline. In this case, the Alaska pipeline, which is facing steep declines in oil production. If this find holds out to be true, it will be a rejuvenation for Alaska's oil fortunes. Meanwhile, reports of a secret program by Yahoo to search through customers' incoming emails has spurred other technology companies to deny ever receiving a request similar to what Yahoo said it received from the American government. The Yahoo program was first reported by Reuters, was created last year through a classified U.S. government order, and involves Yahoo searching through hundreds of millions of user accounts at the behest of the FBI or the National Security Agency. Google, Microsoft, Twitter, and Facebook denied doing anything like it. Most of them said they would challenge such a request in court. It's no secret that the American government routinely uses data from the tech industry to help with its surveillance efforts. Former NSA contractor Edward Snowden exposed details about the government's practices back in 2013. The Yahoo initiative may have gone beyond other information requests by being broader in scope. Apparently, the company was searching through incoming emails of all of its customers in real time, meaning that it may have even been spying on users outside the U.S. Observers say that this could affect Yahoo's situation with other countries, specifically privacy laws in Europe, which are far more robust than privacy laws in the United States. We'll keep an eye on Hurricane Matthew. If there's any change, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.